woman. That's right, Raheem. Go ahead on and talk about me. Talk about me. I'm a strong woman. Y'all remember that song by Raheem Devon? Woman. Yeah. But anyway, y'all, it's Wednesday. I'm off work. I'm headed home. I put it in, y'all. I put it in, honey. They got the work out of me today. But they get work out of me every day. What am I saying? But anyway, y'all, it's what? Wednesday. We got 2 more days to go get it done. Then we're going to be back at the weekend. But I got to work Saturday. Not all day. Just, I'm going to get up early. And knock out a couple of hours. But Thursday is my birthday. Okay? And when y'all see this video, it'll be Thursday, so it'll be my birthday, which is September the 6th. Virgos rule. Virgos in the house. Say what? Yeah, I said it. But anyway, I told Mr. Silver Fox, listen, we can wait and do my whatever he wants to do for me for my birthday on Saturday, because y'all know during the week I'm just, it's just off the hook. My hours, work is just off the hook. And then thank y'all for your love and support for my mother. She's doing well. I've been checking in and on her throughout the day, and she's just been at home resting. Again, she did well. They drained all that fluid off her knee. She said she can tell a really big difference in the stiffness and the soreness. She just, of course, where they stuck that long needle. Oh! Y'all, I was over there in the corner with my fingers in my ear like this. So because I didn't want to hear her moan or say or anything from pain. Because you know, when your loved ones feel a certain kind of pain, you get a little tenderhearted, and I don't want to hear her, but I couldn't not be in there with her. Y'all understand? I just didn't want to be waiting in the waiting room. Once they told me, hey, yeah, you can come in here, and they allowed me to record and everything, so I was like, hey, cool. I let them know, hey, I'm not showing y'all's face. You know, I kept it, you know, from the chest to the waist down. But anyway, the kids will get a kick out of that. They'll be able to see that. I probably won't see them again till this upcoming weekend. But other than that, y'all, I'm not doing much of nothing. Just working, looking at the mama. I want to tell you that I love that woman. You know, I really, really do. She's my mama. She's my friend. She's my confidant. She's my mentor. I just can't say enough about my mother. I really cannot. She puts me in awe every day. You know, I look at, you know, everything that she does, she continues to do. And like I said, honey, you don't expect her to be sitting in the rocking chair, but on them days when she feel like she want to sit down and rest, she can. And but my mom is just an awesome, awesome woman, and it is my honor. It is my honor to be able to do for her and be there for her. Man, I'm telling you, just precious memories, you know. But anyway, so that's what's going on with me this week. I think I'm gonna go home and cook her turkey, pepperoni, egg and cheese wraps. That's what I'm gonna have for dinner, and I'll put that video up. And again, Sunday through Thursday of this week was all about supporting my mother and her channel. I know it sounds like it's just redundant, but again, I just want to get the word out, and I figure doing it for 5 days, you know, a week, because my upload days on both my channels are Sunday through Thursday, and that gives me a little break. You know, YouTube it's a job. I mean, you have to edit, you have to do a lot of stuff. But anyway, I know y'all don't want to hear all that. It's like, well, this is what you're doing, type upload videos and hush. I understand, but it just gives me an opportunity to do what I need to do on the business end of YouTube, meaning getting your content out there, getting it prepared and uploaded and all that good stuff. But other than that, I'm just thankful. I really am. I'm thankful for you all. Also, I wanted to let y'all know too is that I will be continuously uploading again Sunday through Thursday, even though my main job is, you know, I'm gonna be working a lot of hours, and so I'm just letting y'all know right now I'm not gonna be able to probably answer as many comments. I'm just gonna upload, and I'll probably just say, hey, how y'all doing, check in with you, do like I've been doing, not just putting up, you know, I'm still be putting out, I think it's good content, but I may not just be able to get down in the caboose section over there on the flavor train, and then over here in my boutique session in the comment section, and I may not be able to, you know, answer a whole bunch of questions, because I'm gonna be putting up content and do it moving, you know. And y'all have interesting conversations going on down in the comment section. Oh yeah, I know what I want to talk about right quick. Of course, the video that I uploaded yesterday about you know, taking my mom to the doctor's office, and then Geoffrey Owens. Let me just do a little snippet of that about the job shaming part. Some of y'all didn't understand why you know, it was just a few, not some, but just a few that I got into a good dialogue, nothing negative per se. But, you know, this woman was talking about, well, you know, the woman that posted it said that she didn't really do it for, you know, for malicious reasons. And me personally, on my video, that wasn't my point. But you have to ask yourself the question, well, what was her intent of posting and giving that picture to the different news outlets or whoever? And she said that she didn't get paid for the pictures. But, you know, what was your intent? Well, come on, I'm 47 years old. We're grown. We know that here was a man that was on a very popular, 50 million people tuned in and watched the Cosby Show. He was on a very popular sitcom, and, you know, say what you want to say, believe what you want to believe. She did what she did because she wanted to bust him out. I mean, now, I think hindsight is always 20/20. I think she may not have thought of the backlash that would come with that. And see, that's why I said, you know, on social media, you have to be a little bit sensitive. You know, it may not have been your intent to do this and that and the third, but that's why there's community guidelines on YouTube, you know, and they put an emphasis on it. You know, when I film my nieces and nephews, I've already asked their parents, my brother, my granddaughter, I've already asked for permission, and I asked them. And, you know, I know some of y'all say Lauren really truly is quiet, but now she opens up a little bit when she's over there on the flavor train. And you know, she can be a little bit shy, because you know they're just teenagers. But for the most part, yeah, you better be asking people, can you record them and put them on different platforms? Because a lot of people, unless you like out in a public place or something, but you know, a lot of people don't like to be filmed. You know, like I said, my sister, she knows I do YouTube, and every once in a while, if she wants, you know, that ain't her thing. She don't really like to be filmed either. But you know, when we're sometimes cutting up and stuff, she's okay with that. But you know, everybody don't want to be in the spotlight like that. And I know that he was at Trader Joe's, going back to the Geoffrey Owens situation. But like I said, you know, a lot of times people will do things because they want people to know, they want people to see. That's why they post on social media. That's why she sent that picture to different blogs and news outlets, is because she wanted them to see. But I think, again, hindsight 20/20, when she recognized, because what happened was, Again, I'm not talking about her. I don't know what her intent was, but you have to ask the question, what was her intent? Well, if we all look, you know, she wanted people to see him. Whether she was expecting all this to happen, of course not. She may not have anticipated that. But at the same time, what happened? Again, when you put stuff out here on this social media platform, you're going to get the negative and you're going to get the positive. And I think what happened was, when these news outlets got a hold of that picture, they busted him out and they job shamed him. And let's just be real and honest. And what I was saying was, the whole point of me mentioning that was because for those of you who had tuned into my live show on Friday of last week, I made a video saying, what do you want to do? And I was in there just emphasizing, you know, a lot of times people see what you have and they want it right now, but it takes some years to get to have, like my mama, for instance. My mama will be 70 years old next March. What she has in her house and everything she's accumulated in her house and everything, it's taken all those years for her to accumulate all this stuff. It just didn't happen overnight. And I think some people want instant gratification. They want instant house, instant this. But some of us, you're going to have to work for it, buddy, and you got to start somewhere. And like I was saying, you know, if you don't mentor people or you don't pour into people, you're not going to know what I'm talking about. But a lot of young people, I'm telling you, they do not want to work at bagging groceries. They don't want to flip no hamburgers. They don't want to work at a burger joint. None of that. They don't want to be a busboy because, number one, they feel like, of course, we all can agree, no, they don't pay you enough. But guess what? What they are paying you is better than that 0.00 that you are making because you ain't working. And my thing of it is, you know, they carry a sense of shame and embarrassment if they're known to work. Ooh, you work at McDonald's. Excuse me. Ooh, you work at Burger King. Ooh, you're a bagger at the grocery store. So people can try to pretend like well, what's the big deal? Well, the big deal is people need to be encouraged. Listen, like I said in that video that I did on Friday, when I worked fast food restaurants while I was in high school, oh man, that was the job to have. But now, I think because there's a stigma on the pay part, we all can agree. I feel like teachers should make more money. I feel like police officers and people in the military should make more money and firefighters. And we can have those arguments and we can have those fights. That's why you got to get your tail down to the polls and vote, so that for those senators and everybody, that you can vote for people that believe in your interest. And that's a whole nother show. People vote for folks that ain't even, it goes against their interest. But anyway, that's a whole nother topic. But what I'm saying is, the whole point of me bringing the video up and bringing that snippet from Good Morning America up was the simple fact is that I was just talking about that on Friday, how people, you got to start somewhere. And guess what? A job is a job. There is nothing wrong with putting in a good day's hard work. Even Terry Crews said, listen, after I worked in the NFL, he said, I think he said he swept and mopped floor, whatever it was. But so you have to do what you have to do. And see, that's what I'm saying. Society will put that stigma on you that, oh, don't get caught working at Burger King. Don't get caught working at the grocery store. But the thing of it is, guess what? A job is a job. And when you go in there and you faithfully, and like I said, I applaud him. And I was just talking about that because that was the whole point of what I was trying to say. His passion, his first love, his first thing is acting. He acted, and he still acts right to this day. He just don't get those gigs that last a long period of time, like the Cosby Show had a good long run. And guess what, y'all? And some people, you know, again, Fox tweeted out, And that's why, that was the whole purpose of him coming forward, because he said, you know what, when it first came out, yeah, I felt like they were job shaming you, and yes, I felt like, you know, it stung and it was embarrassing. But he said, you know what, I'm not going to let that one thing define. That's why he said, you know what, look, don't feel bad for me. Don't feel, look, I've had a good life. I've had a good acting career, some that most actors would die for. He said, but you know, I had to get that job out of necessity, because remember now, unfortunately, when all that stuff came out with Bill Cosby, and all those networks and all those media outlets pulled playing those reruns, and pulled every outlet that was playing those reruns. Well, you know, when they play those reruns, even though they got paid back then, they get residual income off that. So guess what? Now that they don't play all those reruns like they were doing, guess what? Those people don't get paid. And even though that was this is a Bill Cosby issue, guess what? None of these media outlets want to be associated with this man that now is convicted of doing indecent sexual advances and drugging women and all that. They don't want to have that attached to them. So that man's income with that dried up. So guess what? He's a man. That's why I said I applaud him. Whether it was the woman that did it for malicious reasons to post that picture, that ain't the point. The point of it is, it's out there. It happened to him. And then he even said he quit his job there because of all the undue harassment and publicity that came from that. You know, this man's in there trying to work, and all of a sudden this picture goes viral. Again, whether that woman did it indirectly or directly to get a reaction, oh well, shoot, you got a reaction. But I look at it like this: God will cause all things together to work for your good. That man was out there being a man, trying to take care of himself and his family. And because the very thing that he was passionate about, and that's what I was saying in my video, you may want to be a rapper, you may want to be a big movie star, you may want to be this, you may want to be that, but until you make it, and until you see that your passion is a way for you to get wealth, guess what? You still got to eat. You still got to pay your bills. So that's what I was saying. This was a perfect example of what I was saying in my video. Young people in general, so what you don't have that $60,000, $70,000 job like your friend or neighbor or whoever. But guess what? You can go out there every day and say, you know what? I may not be where I want to be as far as finances, but thank God I'm not out here in the streets where I don't have anything to eat, because I'm going to go and I'm going to flip that hamburger. I'm going to be the best hamburger flipper. And then maybe later on, they look at me and say, oh, that man is awesome. And then next thing you know, upward mobility. They may want you to be the team leader. Then a year from then, you could be the store manager. And who knows? Keep on pursuing it. You could perhaps be own your own franchise, if that is your desire. But until your passion provides a way for you to get wealth, let me tell you something. There is no dishonor. There is no dishonor in being a man or a woman and getting out there and doing what you need to do. And that's exactly what that man was doing. He understood. Oh yes, I've been on the Cosby Show and was doing that and making good income off that. But guess what? I can't worry about what everybody else think. I can't. And he said he had been working there for years, and there was never any problem until that picture went viral, and it created undue, unwarranted. And so my thing of it is, it would have been different, because the woman said, you know, she hid and snuck and took a picture and all that. Here's my thing: be a woman about it. Own your stuff. This is what I was trying to pretty much explain to the lady down in the comment section, excuse me, that check your motives. You can say what you want to say and what people say out their mouth, but honey, I'm watching your feet. And what she did, like I said, and I'm not on here trying to dog this woman out, because I really think she feeling the heat now. Honey, when you sow the wind, honey, you better know you're going to weep the whirlwind. And what I'm saying is, whether she wanted to bust this man out or not, but the thing of it is, if you were excited or you were like, you couldn't believe, oh my God, I can't believe he's actually in here working in the grocery store. You know what you could have done? If you really wanted to own your stuff and be about your business and be grown woman and not be messy, because you could have took that picture and kept it for yourself if it was about that. But no, you posted it and gave it to a few outlets so that they could do whatever will they wanted to do with that picture. If you were so inclined, you know, just be ready to take the rejection and move on and respect people's privacy and everything. If you really want to, if you were really intrigued and you were so excited, guess what? You should have said, you know what? I truly apologize, but do you mind? It's just I enjoyed you on the Cosby Show. You were awesome. Can I please take a picture with you? And if it was about just you, you know, taking a picture with him or excited that this is a person that you've seen, why the secrecy about how you did it? See what I'm saying? That's why I can't really, you know, when people try to come at me in the difference about stuff like that in the comments, I'm thinking, come on now, think about what you're saying. Think about, this woman had an intent to do something with that picture. Now, like I said, she probably wasn't expecting the backlash and it go into job shaming. And that part, in my opinion, no, that wasn't her fault per se. She was just the vehicle in which these news outlets used. But these news outlets are the ones who job shamed that man and made him try to feel bad about, what is this woman doing? Come on, honey. It's after work, honey. People trying to get, you know, get in the grocery store, honey. But anyway, but all I'm saying is the intent behind what she did was not good. And people can say what they want to say. She did what she did, and she wasn't expecting the backlash on her. Now, like I said, my thing wasn't even about her because she's the one who put the picture out. My thing was those news outlets that made it look shameful. Oh, what? He's an actor, was on the Cosby Show. Oh, and he's in here bagging groceries. You daggone Skippy. If that's gonna pay the bill, guess what, Fox and all the rest of y'all? If y'all ain't help pay no bills, if you gonna send me a check, oh yeah, guess what? I'm gonna go and get mine. I'm not gonna try to do anything underhand. I'm gonna go out here just like everybody else in America. And see, that lets you know, be careful with how you put your mouth on people. Because yeah, you can be at the top, honey, baby, but you better cool believe later on in life, things can happen. Things can happen. And that's all I was saying, is that young people don't need to be ashamed of working. You get out there, you work hard, you do the best you can. That is honorable. Just like that woman, I'm going biblical, y'all, when she gave the last she had, and everybody looking at her and she giving that little old thing of oil, but that was the most valuable thing she had. And Jesus said, you know what? She gave more than anybody in here with all the wealth in the world. And when you go out there and you purpose in your heart to do good, and you purpose in your heart to do things that helps yourself, you can't, that's God honoring. That's honoring that. There's honor in that. So anyway, like I said, you know, that's why I got a little heated a little bit. Not necessarily heated, but I mean, I couldn't believe people couldn't see that. Like I said, you know, yes, I'm not mad at that woman. It was wrong what she did. Because you have to be thinking now, he ain't just a regular Joe Schmo. And I don't say that to be funny. I'm really not. I'm just a figure of speech. He is a public figure that people recognize because she did. And she have to know. You have to know when you do stuff like that. In this day and age, when you do stuff like that, you have got to be prepared for the consequences. You just have to. And like I said, based on what she said, you know, I really truly didn't mean any malicious. And I truly believe her that she didn't at the time that she was taking it. But see, once you crossed over and posted it and submitted that picture to them outlets, then your intent changed. See, your intent changed. And what happened was the heat got to you, baby.